I'm gonna wait for my moderator to come so I can see if the audio is good. I think my mic is connected properly, but I have to see. Waiting for Venom to hit the chat. He needs to get in the chat. I don't know when he's gonna get in because I don't know if my audio is good or not, and I need him to say it because I don't want to do a whole live for an hour giving y'all game. Then I see the live and it's muted. If I see that, oh my gosh. Hopefully, the stuff is not muted. I'm actually glad he said something because I would have been live for like 20 freaking minutes. The mic should be good though. The mic should be good. It should be connected. It's connected. So I'm not too sure. It's working? Is it good? You're back from yesterday. What's good? Yo, guys, can y'all hear me? I'm not sure if my mic is working. So it's good now. All right, great. Perfect, guys, perfect. Oh yeah, guys, but what I was explaining, and oh, y'all can hear me. Okay, perfect. We hear you. Wait, good, bro. All right, bet. All right, perfect. So, what I was going to say before the other live, before I had to end it, was you are going to see some clip, or maybe you'll see it because this tends to happen every year on TikTok. You'll see a clip where it says the new year comes and most people want to rush into the gym. And what happens is they have this spike and this dopamine of motivation. Therefore, they go in the gym, they have the gym pass, they get the membership, they're overly motivated. However, that motivation only lasts a week, maximum a month. That's it. You need to be consistent the whole year around. And I know that's the hardest part for most people. When they're only consistent for that 1 week, they literally be overly working out too. They'll be like, oof. They'll be going crazy in the gym. You're babysitting your baby sister? Oh, that's good. What's up, Venom? Welcome back. Wait, Venom, I just want to make sure. I know on the last live, because I had to end it because my quality wasn't working. I know they said it's working, but Venom, can you hear me? I just want to make sure that on everyone's screen, y'all can hear me. I know the other two people can. I know Aaron can, and I know Humboldt can. But Venom, can you hear me? Just to make sure. Yo, Noah, what's good? Yeah, it's like your quality actually looks better than yesterday. They are Charlie Kirk. Guys, you want to actually know about the Charlie Kirk scenario. I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was until someone in my chat said, "Yo, Charlie Kirk died," or "Charlie Kirk died." I had to look it up, and I'm going, "Dang." However, I'm saying to myself, what did this man stand for? Then I looked it up. He was a conservative. He was good friends with Myron. Myron and him were about to collaborate until he died, unfortunately. What I've noticed about the world is crazy. I went on Instagram after. I'm looking at Instagram, looking at people's notes. And one girl that I know personally, that I used to talk to, was saying, who cares about Charlie Kirk's death? Guys, it is amazing of how far-etched the world is. There is just some people who don't care about anything that has to do with his message. Now, apparently he's racist, and I don't know. I don't know if he's racist. I am not sure. I'm not sure. I know a lot of people didn't like the things that he said, but they were saying he was preaching about God, which is true all the way around. I know most people aren't going to believe in Jesus Christ, but I'm pretty sure what he was saying about Jesus was correct. If he's quoting it from the Bible, which I'm actually about to read right now. But I don't hate Charlie Kirk. I don't hate Charlie Kirk. He was a respectable figure. And if you don't have a valid reason to hate on someone, then why hate on them in the first place? Even though people don't even need a reason to hate, they're just for some reason, people find the audacity to hate rather than to love. It could be for no reason. You want to actually know what's crazy? You can be the kindest person on earth, the kindest, the sweetest, the most loving person in the universe. Guess what? There will always be that one guy who doesn't like you, or that one woman who doesn't like you for some odd reason. It's insane. This is why you don't live for people. People are always going to have opinions. The question is, are you still going to stick to yourself regardless of what these people are chatting in your ear about? Happy New Year's. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Absolutely true. 2025 season is about to come to an end. Guys, I can definitely say from me doing YouTube, you guys need to lock in. You guys can be consistent. You guys got this. You guys can rewire your brain to have long-term gratification. I believe in all you guys. Can it's in the spirit? Yes, it is in the spirit. Can you be mod? If you could show up consistently, because I'm looking for a consistency. You don't want to make anyone a mod because it could be one time they're on live and then one time they're not. If you can be consistent for about 3 to 4 lives, then I'll consider making you mod. I have to see consistency first. Your sister, she was born 3 weeks ago. She already had her first Christmas, and this is her first New Year's. That's good, man. That's perfect. It's always good to spend time with family as long as they're peaceful and they're not always chaotic. If they're chaotic and they're bringing you down, then nah. But as long as your family's peaceful, man, there's nothing wrong with family. Family is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to have. 2025 was a hellhole for you. Yeah, man, I've been seeing many of that on TikTok, and I've been seeing, a lot of people dying in 2025. Rest in peace to everyone, man. This is why it's a blessing that we all get to wake up. The fact that I get to talk to you guys, the fact that you guys get to comment, we should really be grateful for us even breathing, because there are some people who don't get who there's going to be people tomorrow who might not wake up. There's going to be people today, or there was people today who did not wake up this morning. And it's crazy because when you really think about it, we wake up every day to the point where it's normalized. Therefore, some people don't go, dang, thank you, Jesus, for waking me up this morning. No, it's just like, It's like because it's so normal, because like usually you're so used to waking up. It's like a magnet. When evil comes, regardless, like so, it automatically feels bitter towards it. Don't know why, but it does. And yeah, and I can get why you feel that way. It does feel like, oh, when you're trying to follow God, the devil is trying to stop you in your tracks. And that can be true. That can be true. However, you can combat it, and you have to understand nuance. So sometimes it is the devil stopping you, but sometimes it is your own actions. That's where the nuance comes into play. You're just glad none of the stray kids died. Not excited for 2026 because one of the stray kid members is either leaving for the military in 2026 or 2027. Your favorite Bible verse is John 3:16. Same. That is one of my favorite verses as well. Same thing. It's so true. True. I know, man. But yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and read for a little bit. So in the Bible right now, I'm in Genesis chapter 10. I haven't read it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and read it now for you guys. So we're at this. So it says, the Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. It says, later the Canaanite clan scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gatar as far as Gaza, and then towards Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. Is it okay if you're Muslim? Yeah, I don't mind if you're Muslim. I respect everybody. The Semites sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. Guys, it's crazy. They were building like empires with these kids, man. They had so much bloodline in the Bible. It's insane. What do you think happens to all the supernatural beings in the Bible? If you're talking about the people, are you talking about the people in the Bible specifically? Or who are you talking about specifically when you say supernatural beings? And then I'll give you an answer. It says the sons of it says Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. I'm just gonna say A right here. A was the father of Shelah. Like it's so much bloodline. And Shelah, the father of Eber. Two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Onwadad, Shelef, Hazar Maveth, but they have so many different names, it's insane. Jera, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abamel, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. Gosh dang. All these were sons of Joktan. Gosh dang, bro. Building a whole bloodline, a whole generation. It says the region where they lived stretched from Mesha towards Sephar in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. Guys, you want to actually know what's crazy? Is that these history books and the Bible correlates directly to what's going on in the real world. This is exactly and precisely the reason why in English, in social studies, in history, world history, geography class, they always go back to history. They always go back to history because in order to understand what is going on in the world today, you must go back to where it started, which was in history. It says, these are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to the lines of descent within their nations. From these, the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. Now, this is where we get into chapter 11, which is the Tower of Babel. It says, now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. He was born 2 pounds, 14 quarter inch, 2 months earlier. You're just so glad you wake up happy. Oh yeah, man, it's a blessing. It is definitely a blessing to have breath and to wake up. It's a blessing, man. The flood was the cleanse the world of giants. Correct. The flood was the cleanse the world. It was to cleanse the world from sin. What's good? Josue Rodriguez. What's good? It says they said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." Speaking Spanish, it sounds like Spanish because of the different versions, but once you understand it, because this is the NIV version, right, of the Bible, and it does kind of sound like a foreign language or a different language, but it's actually English. Speaking of Atlantis, you guys just have to read the Bible to understand, but it says, "Come, let us go down and confuse your language so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel. Makes sense why it was called Babel. Makes sense. Because the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there, the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. I'm going to stop right there for tonight. And let me mark where I'm at. Trying to point at the mark where you're at. Definitely, being consistent with the Bible. You guys need to make sure that you're being consistent. So like if you want to wait to the first, 9 times out of 10, you are not going to read the Bible consistently. You should be doing it now. They were progressing so fast, they wanted to slow down. So they created different languages. Correct. It was God that created different languages. Amen. Yes, amen. Amen. Yeah, guys. Going back to the point I was making earlier, understanding history, understanding our bloodlines is where the truth lies. Because if you are in a bad scenario, right, 9 times out of 10, it was because of past stuff that either you did, your parents did, and you have to be willing to go back and look back, even if it's hard. Even if it's hard. I'm telling you, this lesson is from the Lion King, because Simba wanted to run away from his past because he genuinely felt that he was in the wrong because of Scar. Because of Scar. Scar's evil behind manipulated the fact that Simba was young at that time and said, look, what have you done? And that guilt can hurt a kid. That guilt, it doesn't sit right with you. Even if you tried to have a good day, that guilt is still in your mind. So it's like, did you even have a good day? You know how much pressure that is as a kid to even have the thought that you killed your own father? This is exactly what Simba had to deal with in The Lion King. Until we got older and he understood the truth. Amen, amen. You're lucky you're alive right now. Life is short because you could die at any time, so you got to enjoy it while it lasts. Exactly. Life is short. And that's why you want to enjoy it to the fullest too. You want to maximize your time on earth. Whatever you want to do, do it. I'm not saying do anything stupid. I'm not saying do anything dumb. And I'm not saying do anything reckless. However, if it's something that'll benefit your life, if it's a risk, if it's a strategical opportunity, take it. Take it. Worst case scenario, you fail. Guess what? It's not even failing, because you can extract the lessons from that failure and apply it into anything else that you're doing in the future. Said you losing family members is hard. Right. And I haven't lost a family member. So I'm not going to tell people, oh, well, you should just brush it off. No, I understand. Even like if it's a family member, there's so much emotional like kindness towards them. Like this is family. So I can understand that. And it is going to be hard. It's not easy at all. It's not. Says, but you can't bring the pain with you your entire life, because sadness leads to sickness, and the sickness eventually leads to death if you're sick long enough. Yeah, true, man. That is very, very true. You lost 3 family members this year. You think, dang, man. Rest in peace to your family members, man. My condolences go out to them. And I know I've been seeing on TikTok, there's been a lot of people who's lost their life this year, man. And we just have to be grateful, man. Every day you have to be grateful. Every day is another day for you to conquer. Man, woman, little kid, little boy, little girl, like you can still conquer. Like every day is a day. And the best thing to do when you get in a safe space, if you have pain, is to talk about the pain. When you try to hold it all in, it does no good for you. I know you think it does good, but it does zero good for you, holding that pain in. Sometimes you need to let it out, but you need to let it out to the right people, which is where we get into the nuance of it. If you leak out your pain to the wrong people, 1, they will judge you. 2, they will misunderstand you. And 3, they will laugh. They'll either laugh in your face or laugh when you're not there. You have to be careful. It comes in 3s. Wow, man. Nah, rest in peace to your family, man. Yeah, and you want to know what's crazy? Like sometimes let's say a family member dies the day after. The day before, you will literally be playing with your mom or playing with your dad, having fun, and then the next day, if you hear that your mom or dad died, you like, whoa, whoa. Like, and sometimes it happens unexpectedly as well. That's the thing. It is honestly insane. Hi, you are new here, and are you excited for New Year's Eve tomorrow? Honestly, I am exceptionally happy for New Year's Eve. 2025 was a foundational year, and I'm ready for 2026, guys. I am ready. I'm ready, and I don't need motivation to be ready for 2026. New Year's Eve is going to be good. New Year's is going to be good. 2026 is going to be great overall. You have to take action. You have to learn. You have to execute, even when no one is watching. Even if you have, 0 viewers. I know many people want to become streamers. Bro, if you want to become a streamer, you have to go live, even if there's 0 people in there. And that's the hardest part. You have to. You just hope your nana doesn't go for your papa because your papa needs a lot of help. And your nana's the one who helps your papa with everything. He can't cook, he can't drive, he needs help with everything. Yeah, man. And that's definitely a tough scenario to be on, especially since he relies on her. So hopefully that, that doesn't happen. But yeah, guys, I mean, going to what I've been, and I literally watched a video on this. Your nana's the older one. Wow. You feel 25 was such a very, very, very disappointing year for you because a whole bunch of stuff had happened bad. Yeah, man, and I've been seeing this on TikTok too. Like, I've been seeing that for them, they've been explaining that 2025 was bad for them, that all this happened, and I understand because this is life in general. This is life. Like, there is no ups without downs. Like, there is no way on this earth you can just live all good without nothing bad happening. It's dang near impossible because that's life. Life comes with struggles. Life is gonna come with the bad stuff. You just have to prepare for it in the best way possible. And sometimes you can't even prepare. Sometimes stuff just happens. You're like, dang. And the main important thing is to try to work on your internal self and try to be mentally good because there's many people who aren't mentally good. There's people who are depressed. This is why many people say, oh, work on your mental, or hey, how is your mental? Oh, their mental's good. Mental is a big factor. I think most people try to downplay how important mental health is, but mental health is very important. What's good, Tammy? You're gonna go by? All right, man. Bye, Aaron. But yeah, mental health is very important, and the fact that Ascendant is getting backlash for it, I can see both sides of the coin. I could definitely see it. However, most people do not understand that just because you have a lot of money does not mean that you are good internally. Most people who are rich and say they don't have pieces because they haven't built themselves internally yet. And that's the missing piece that they need. And then they will feel fulfilled. And most people think, oh, money's just supposed to instantly make you fulfilled. It helps you be fulfilled short term, but long term, you wake up one day and you realize, okay, yeah, I have all the females. Yeah, I have all the clothes. Yeah, I have all the cars. I have all the hoodies. I have all the shoes. But somehow they still feel empty inside. It's because they're missing that internal work. When they have the internal work, that is when they'll feel whole. They'll feel complete. They will feel complete. Also, I was watching a video, and some people are saying that the internet is not a real place anymore. People are saying, like, what is the internet at this point? The reason why they were saying this is because most people They're doing all the streaming stuff. They're not really getting value from them. They're just getting drama and chaos. Now, does drama and chaos work short term? Absolutely. Who doesn't want to hear a drama story? However, long term, it's not going to be good. And you don't want to build your brand off chaos and drama. I know it's easier, but you don't really want to build your brand off of that. Giving value to the world is far more substantial than if you just having chaos all day. Because you have to be high energy. Take Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers, actually the biggest streamer. Even he had to take a break. So if we think about it from a logical standpoint, if Kai Cenat, the number one streamer, had to take a break, even though he has all the money, all the equipment, he has all of his assistants working for him, he has a team, he has a network of people. We're talking about Kai Cenat. If he's taking a break, how do you think you're going to be like as a beginner streamer? Obviously, it's not good for your mental health. And I can understand exactly where Kai Cenat's coming from. I know most people think he's faking it, but let's say hypothetically he's not. I can understand. Yeah, this year has went by exceptionally fast. 2026 is going to go by even faster. I feel that. I also feel that the same playbook happens. The new year happens. Most people get motivated. And by the second, third month, they're unmotivated. Guys, if you guys are serious about anything, stop waiting until the first, unless you genuinely have to. Stop waiting on the first. You need to just do it now. Just execute now. Many people, they're too stuck in their heads. Do it. Literally just do it. Just try it. Give it a shot. Because you never know. It could have been that one move. And maybe if you would have made that one move, you could have made more money. Maybe if you just gave it one more try, you could have changed your life forever. Give it one more try. Very true. Exactly, man. But many people, they're stuck in their head. Execute. That's how you stop the overthinking. Try it. If you have ideas, bro, if you don't want to overthink, write down the ideas, right? And literally try it. Go all in. What's the worst that can happen? You fail? There is no failure if you can extract the lessons from it. There's always lessons to extract on earth. Always lessons. I guarantee if you genuinely take 2026 seriously, you can at the very least, with no money in your bank account, because I want this to be guaranteed, you could at least have a foundation of knowledge. Knowledge is free. So there's no way you are leaving from 2026 to 2027 without foundational knowledge, unless you genuinely just did not try. That is guaranteed. I know many people say, "Oh, well, you can make $10,000." None of that's guaranteed. Knowledge is guaranteed if you want to learn and if you want to apply it. What's good? Love the jam. What's good? But yeah, the video I was talking about that I was watching with all these Twitch streamers and stuff like that, guys, I don't even know if streaming in 2025 is gonna be how it was. No. I don't know how streaming is gonna be in 2026. I'm not sure. Plus, AI and brain rot is getting out of hand. Say, for instance, that someone puts up an AI video of Kobe dunking on Wembanyama. Oh, yeah, exactly. And AI is definitely getting out of hand. Guys, it's becoming to a point where there could be a real life incident. A real life incident that could have caused death, that could have caused a tragic ending. And guess what? The internet is so addictive to dopamine, to attention, to content, that They don't even see this real life circumstantial scenario as, whoa, I have to take this seriously. Whoa, no, this is serious. They don't see it like that. They literally see it as ha 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 content. Oh my gosh. Bro, the internet has become crazy at this point. It's an attention feeding ecosystem. This is what the internet has become now. You see it all the time. It's crazy. I'll be seeing the most serious content. I'm like, why are these people laughing at it? Wait, what? Also, last month, I'm pretty sure on the 30th of November, I don't know if you guys heard it on TikTok, but Jay Sean, the one who be with a lot of girls, the one with the afro, the tall dude, and Melt, they got into a car crash. And apparently his friends, after the car crash, decided to go on GTA and reenact that same car crash. Let's say that is true. Why are you reenacting a car crash? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the serious stuff. This stuff is serious. It's not a game. And someone actually got hurt in that car crash that Jay Sean and Melt got in because they decided to race. You have to be careful, especially when you have other people in the car. You have to be careful because there's people who actually die in car crashes. It's insane, but this is how the internet is. The internet is a crazy place. And then, like you said, AI is getting out of hand too. It's getting to the point where you have to question, is this AI or is it not AI? It's crazy. But this is how the internet's moving. And to me, I know most people say the internet is bad. Honestly, the internet is good and bad. The internet gave us opportunities that without the internet we would not have. So the internet is good and bad. Take advantage of the pros. Obviously, there's going to be cons, but from a logical standpoint, if we remove the internet, there's still going to be pros and cons. At the end of the day, living life, there's always going to be pros and cons to what you're doing. Doesn't matter if you're getting a job. Doesn't matter if you're, let's say, trying to get into this new field, career, etc., etc. There's always going to be pros and cons. Always. That's life. Also, about streamers, and I was talking about this yesterday as well. When it comes to streamers, we need to make sure that if someone does something wrong, that you nip it in the butt instantly, even if it's small. If you don't nip the small mistake now, when it gets bigger, it's going to be harder to try to patch up or try to fix. You always have to do it when it's at its starter stage or when it's just beginning. If there's a problem and it's right here, why would you wait till the problem gets up here? Why would you wait? Because then it becomes worse. No, do the problem while it's down here so that it can never get to this point in the first place. It's like during your 10th birthday party, Kobe and his daughter plus some more died, and then he was sad. Then he saw an AI video of Kobe and brought back flashbacks on the news on behalf of Kobe and more. Yeah, I remember me seeing that too. And I was in 7th grade. I'm already graduated high school now. However, I remember I was in middle school. I was in 7th grade, and I saw that Kobe Bryant died, and all my teachers were talking about it, and I was saying, "Dang!" And the years are flying by fast. Like sometimes I feel like they died yesterday, or just last year. It's been a few years since they passed. Time is really flying by. And I was in 7th grade. So that's like 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's like what? 5+ years already. Or 4 years, or one of them. It's crazy. AI needs to be stopped to extent. I mean, yeah, AI does need to stop, but unfortunately, AI isn't going to stop. AI is too advanced. AI, like I said before, everything has pros and cons. So, like even let's say hypothetically we did remove AI, social media is still going to be there. There's still going to be pros and cons. We have to figure out a way to navigate through the pros and cons of AI and learn how to use AI, because technology is the way. It is, and technology is not going to stop. It's only going to keep on advancing. So you're either going to get with the program and adapt, or don't. But I would advise that people adapt, because this is where the world is going. This is where it's turning to. Which is why you must pay attention to what's going on in the atmosphere and in the world. Which is why you need clarity. Because in order to understand what's going on, you must have a degree of clarity. However, the question is, and this is a question that Andrew asked yesterday, that leads up to this question. Well, then how do you have clarity? You must delay gratification. Okay, but how do you delay gratification? You have to rewire your brain. The reason you have to rewire your brain is because most people's brains are stuck to the validation, stuck to the addiction, stuck to instant feedback. Your body naturally wants it. But when you have to wait in silence, your body's like, you don't want to do that. That is delayed gratification because it feels uncomfortable. But, however, you are trading short-term discomfort now for long-term growth if you are deciding to delay gratification. However, if you decide not to, which it's your choice, if you decide not to, then you are trading short-term comfort for long-term discomfort. You have to pick, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty about life. You chose to came back. Sometimes your grammar is horrible. Oh, now you're good, man. Someone took a picture of you and put AI. I meant to put a vape, and it's saying that he don't even vape at all, and he thinks it's messed up. Oh yeah, of course it's messed up, but this is how AI is. AI is crazy now. Girls do the same thing. I'll be seeing girls, like girls will literally make a AI version of them with their favorite rapper, and then they'll post it and be like, "This is their man. This is their man." Girls do the exact same thing. They use AI too. You was born speaking English. You don't know what it is with grammar. They do it all the time. Right, bro. Women, you'll be surprised. Women do it dang near most of the time. There's many women who do it. They like fantasizing about the guy that they want, or the guy that they want to be with. 9 times out of 10, if a woman is doing that, if a woman is creating a AI picture or AI video of a rapper or a famous Twitch streamer or rapper, 9 times out of 10, they want to be with that dude. They're not doing that to the dude that they don't want to be with. They're not doing that. They're not. And women fantasize over this stuff. They imagine this stuff, which is why they make it. Actually, I saw one thing, right? And this is kind of like a trend in the comments. If you see many women who don't take accountability, they'll say what? One woman versus accountability or something. And accountability is important in a relationship, because without accountability, you force you just blame anything else but you, or you focus on everything else, even if it's external but you. You felt like 90% of the day gravity definitely doesn't like you. Oh man. Falling doesn't mean that, but I can see why you're saying that. Yeah, guys. Even in a relationship, you have to look past attraction, and you need to see what the woman is genuinely doing consistently. What a woman is showing you consistently, that is genuinely That will genuinely prove, that will be the factor to decide if she genuinely messes with you or not. Same thing for a man. What is that man consistently doing? What is the woman consistently doing? You need to look at it. You have to. If you rely solely on the looks and the foundation of the relationship isn't stable, it's not going to work. The relationship is not going to be stable. What are you talking about, Aaron? Are you saying what? Orange juice in your fridge? Wait, Venom, are you still in here or no? Oh no, Aaron. Yeah, you're good. I was just asking like, what are you talking about? But no, you're good, man. Guys, I used to play Fortnite a lot, but now the game has dang near died now. Fortnite is not the same like it used to be. 2020 was like that, like one of the peak years of Fortnite for sure. One of the peak years, bro. It's just like it's not the same. It's not the same. Especially if you're becoming an adult. It's like you have to focus on adulthood and Fortnite, unless you made it a career. 9 times out of 10 isn't even gonna be your career. So Fortnite's item shops, I don't know what they're doing now. Man, the game isn't the same anymore. It's not. It's not the same. Oh, you're here? Okay. We would just go to a meet and greet with a celebrity and actually be able to make human to human conversation and kind of flex with a clip to a celeb to others. And yeah, guys, when you guys see celebrities, guys, these are literally humans exactly like you. So actually, I'll tell you this. Me and my friends, we were at Disneyland because it was grad night for our school. If you guys know what grad night is, basically you get to pay for your tickets for Disneyland, and you're staying at Disneyland for like 10 a.m. to dang near 3 in the morning. So that's grad night. So we was having fun. We was on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. We was on the Incredicoaster ride, and a guy I know named Eric, he saw this famous guy, and I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was. So we were kind of following him, but then we stopped because he had went to the bathroom. We waited 3 to 5 minutes, and when he finally came out, he went back to he was with a girl. I'm not sure if that was his girlfriend or his wife, but he went back to her. They were standing there, and Eric didn't want to go to him because you know how it is. Like, he's famous. You're like, oh my gosh, how's he gonna react? However, I helped him. Now, the point I'm trying to make is, guys, these are humans literally just like you, man. Now, let's say hypothetically, if he was egotistical, honestly, I wouldn't have cared because I never wanted the picture anyway. I never wanted the picture. I was just helping him out. Eventually, he did get the picture after, and yeah, everything was smooth. But celebrities are regular humans, guys. You can have convos with them, and yeah. It's almost time to take down the Christmas tree. I think I only have 2 candy canes left. Actually, I have three candy canes. Nice. Who was the celeb? I low key I forgot who the celebrity was. I forgot. I low key forgot. I didn't even know who the celebrity was when he brought him up. I was saying, who is this? He's a famous singer or actor, something like that. If I can remember, I will let you guys know because I don't even know who the guy is, to be honest. In your opinion, why do black women hate black men? I mean, one, logically speaking, this isn't for every black woman. However, if a black woman is to hate a black man. It's really, for the main part, two reasons. It's either one, because someone's told them about black men and now they believe that narrative because of that person, or they've actually experienced something horrific, something terrifying, or something bad with that man. Most of the time, it's one of those two reasons. Out of your whole family, God chose to give you the brain with the most questions in it and the most social anxiety as possible. Why? That is a very interesting question. And questioning God isn't a bad thing. I know many people say don't question God. However, sometimes when you genuinely feel like you're at a pitfall in your life, you're gonna naturally question things. Why is this going on? Why isn't it like this? Why? Why? What do you use for my hair? Just water and oil, to be honest. Yeah, just water, oil. God doesn't give anxiety. Anxiety comes from the devil and demons. God gives us a spirit of power, love, and a sound, sure mind. Correct. Or anxiety can come from your own flesh and brain. That is true. Over the summer, you developed like panic and social anxiety problems and fidgeting problems. Yeah, man. And I'll recommend, Aaron, for you, if you've developed, yeah, because I know you said you developed panic, social anxiety problems, fidgeting problems. Instead of trying to fix all three, focus on one at a time. And once you finish or fix that one, then you're going to work on the next one. Then you're going to work on the next one. Is it going to take time? Absolutely. However, I believe that you can get rid of these problems, especially since we're heading into the new year in 2026. You have the strength, you have the capability, and you have the awareness, which is good. The awareness is the first step. And I'm glad you have the awareness about what you have. Some people are unaware. You're aware, which is a good thing. Now you just have to take action. I've had to, at the very least, reduce these problems so that they don't have a major detriment effect in your life. But you hope your year 2026 will be better than this year. And you hope that there'll be less brain rot and more old memes. Guys, and I can't blame her for wanting the old memes. However, I'm not sure if the internet is going to pivot into that direction because streaming, and I saw this on the thumbnail, streaming is low key replacing TV. Like we used to all watch TV. Now most people watch streaming. I don't even watch TV personally. Most people, they watch streamers now. Streamers have became the new TV. Whenever you're in like a small room for a lot of people in it, you feel the need to just leave. You feel like you need to leave the place that you're at, like you feel the pressure, right? And that's the and anxiety that you have. However, that's not a bad thing. You just got to work on it. Me too. 6-7 has to go. Yeah, 6-7 has got to go, bro. Oh my goodness, that was overly used in 2025. God can't exist without the devil, evil, and the devil. Evil can't exist without love, God. You learn that from Naruto. I don't know what the heck Naruto is telling you. I don't know what Naruto is telling you, but number one, God can't exist without the devil. The reason why there is a devil in the first place is because God felt it in Lucifer's heart that he genuinely wanted to rule over God. And the heart never lies. The heart never lies. What you feel in your heart, 9 times out of 10, you're either going to think about doing something positive, doing something negative, and then actually executing that task, which is positive or negative. Your logic is if you don't know their name, you don't know the person, and that's why you try hiding or leaving in public places. I mean, I can definitely understand that. And in life, we're going to meet random people. Like if you're working at a new job, if you're going to an interview, like you're going to have to talk to new people. I would say for you, for your anxiety, it's more about understanding what causes it, what you said with people, and then you need to find the solution to your anxiety for that specific problem. with love, sacrifice, and with sacrifice comes hatred and evil. Well, that can be true to some degree. And I do know there's some underlying lessons in Naruto. So I could extract some wisdom and some lessons from Naruto. I just don't watch anime. But yeah, it is out of the heart that evil desires appear. Correct. That's why I say like the heart never lies. Like 9 times out of 10, you already feel it inside. It just naturally comes out. It naturally comes out. Cause I need to go get some water. And if there's like a random loud noise, and then that's when the panic starts, you might have to train your nervous system to be more calm, and that takes time. What the heck is all this? Heads and toilet toys, aka Skippy toilet toys, are being sold in stores, and your intrusive thoughts say to kick them, but you don't because you don't want to get kicked out. I mean, there is nothing wrong with these toys. I mean, guys, like the person who made the Lala Boo Boos, he's literally a billionaire from that. It's crazy. There's a lot of people who buy them. Because I like, cause when I was in school, I saw dang near everyone with them. I'm like, what are these things? Like they're just like animals that they clip onto their backpacks or to their pants or whatever. So they're going, what are these Lala Boo Boos? I look it up. It's $1 billion company. I'm like, people are buying this, but people are buying it. So hey, business is business. Business is business. And you figured something out about yourself, and it's that there's a random person and they don't look like a nice person, you get nervous and like hold on to the person that you're next to. And if you want to talk to someone trustworthy, keyword trustworthy about this, you could definitely talk to someone and maybe they can give you advice or any action steps to take once you receive the advice to start working on your anxiety so that at the very least you can decrease it so that you're not feeling as nervous when you are around people. I feel that unless you are isolated in your house 24/7, you can't avoid people, even randoms. Like, even if you go outside and you're just walking, you're going to see somebody, guaranteed, unless it's maybe nighttime, early in the morning, 3 a.m. However, even then, you might see somebody. So it's just something you got to work on, and it'll take time, but eventually, it definitely it'll definitely get to a point where at least your anxiety gets better. At least if it doesn't go away, it will at least get better. So, favorite type of genre for video games? Me personally, I don't really have like a favorite genre. I haven't really been playing video games. I used to play like Naruto and stuff, but I don't really play as much video games and Fortnite. But I still play Fortnite occasionally here and there, but I used to play it way more when I was younger. It's like if the person just doesn't look right, sometimes you get this bad aura and you feel like something random could happen and that random thing would be bad. That's what's going on in your brain. Yeah, I would say you definitely want to talk to somebody trustworthy, someone that you trust, someone that you know that this will be confidential with just you and that person, or two people, three people, and figure out solutions to what you have to do. I'm glad you're aware, but now we need to figure out the action steps. And this is something that you'll have to do. And it might take time, but time is needed. What the heck is this woman saying? Hold on, guys. Let's listen to what the. Woman, you like driving slash combat video games? That's actually pretty good. Driving games aren't bad. Combat, yeah. I would say more combat games as well, or at least what I used to play. I used to do driving games too, like Sonic Team Racing, Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch, stuff like that. It says, guys, it says woman goes off saying parents should treat their daughter the same way they treat their son. Now it depends on the paradigm that she's talking about. What she's talking about discipline. Now, that is true. The son and daughter should be disciplined. However, the way a man or the way a boy handles his emotions, as opposed to how a woman handles their emotions, that's not going to be the same because men and women operate their emotions differently. Dang, it says Blueface gives respect to streamers who go live for long periods of time, saying he can't stay live for more than 1 hour because it feels like he's just talking to himself. And guys, when you're in the beginning of going live, go and doing streaming, yes, of course there's going to be zero people. There should be zero people. This is the whole point. This is why the zero philosophy exists. It exists because if you do not see the number zero, you did not try. This is the point. The number zero should be there. When you're with your friends, you're the one that always causes the laughter because you're always just so unpredictable. Oh, I mean, that's not bad. A 100. Oh my. Apparently someone got shot multiple times. You gotta go have a good night and have a happy new year. All right, you too, man. Always in this weird, and he always fall when he's in that stand, and that's what makes him laugh because he's so weird. He's weird, like the goofy weird. I mean, if you're weird as in goofy, I would say as long as it's not annoying the people who you're with, it should not be a problem. If it starts annoying people, then that's when you may want to take a step back and assess what's going on. Dang, guys. Wait, look. Aiden Ross got emotional after receiving a text from his mom. Sometimes she wishes you weren't famous. She really wishes she could be with her son. And guys, and I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, what's good? What's good, Kira? But I'm not gonna lie. That's actually kind of sad. Like to hear that her mom saying to Aiden Ross that she wishes that he wasn't famous because I feel that families, as far as parents, grandparents, and your ancestors, they really just want to spend time with you. And you really don't know how valuable it is and how distracted you might be from the streaming world until they probably go away for a while or they probably die. I've heard the Stoke twins. I think their grandfather was trying to see them and they weren't really paying like too much mind about it. And then a few days later, their grandpa died and they wish that they saw him one more time. So it's definitely important to see your family. And you say the sound effect 5 times in the day. Oh, okay. He literally texted me. I actually literally almost cried. My mom literally said, "Sometimes I wish you weren't famous. I really wish I could just be with my son." And bro, I'm not like cry right now. God, she said, "I wish you were unknown, so you could be all mine." So I felt so bad on God, bro. Nothing you could do. Dang. And yeah, and many people don't talk about the pros and cons of actually having fame. Yeah, and for y'all streamers, bro, it's okay. Like y'all go see y'all parents, man. But he's the comment out of 100% said that he's like dangerously calm. All right, we're gonna see one more TikTok post, talk about it, and we're gonna go ahead and end live right here. And I might go live tomorrow, or if anything, go live next week. It says a man goes viral after he took Christmas photos with both of his baby mamas. Oh my goodness. This is the type of stuff that goes viral and stuff, but yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of you guys' day. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. And guys, you have a good one. Stay blessed and stay safe.